M0FXB, let's talk about the MPOW 071A headset that we can use as an Allstar node. So there's an image on the SD card here. There's a HAMVOIP Allstar image running the node. There's no radio in this. Now, if you get the headset, the 071A, it has a built-in CM108 sound card, okay, in this device. So to PTT, once it's connected, you just press, there's a little minus, which would normally be the down volume, and as soon as I press it, it goes into transmit. So you can control this node using a couple of ways. One is Supermon, and we've got the TechMinds app as well. Just quickly show you the headset. I'll put the link in. I mean, you do have to search around for these, but you believe it or not, oh, the nice color ones there. But believe it or not, I picked up a set for a £5 the other day. So you just need to make sure it's definitely got this at the bottom. That's the headset there. Just go looking at their photographs. There's another one there. You need that bottom bit, okay? It's crucial because like I said earlier, you press the minus, and there's a cable that goes from my headset to this module as well. So anyway, I'm just on the Allstar monitor 2 at the moment. If I hit connect, it's just the IP address of my Allstar node, which is here, and if I hit connect, I can go into audio test. Now I can hear it in my ears. I don't normally wear headphones, but I'm listening to the node talking, and I can do a test. And when I transmit, if I press the minus, it's telling me that my audio is too low. So I just do it again, just hitting the minus on this device. Keep hold of it. M0FXB test, and I'm talking into this headpiece. It says audio low. Now you do need to log in using PUTTY to set your audio settings or your audio volume here on number 2. And the very important one is here. It says J, and you select USB invert. And above that you've got I, and you have to select high, otherwise you're not going to hear anything. So let's open PUTTY, which is just Google PUTTY, download, and you'll get this window appear. Then you need to put in the IP address of your node, and it will shout it out when it turns on. Otherwise you can do a search with a program called Angry IP. It's a free download. I'll put the link in the description, but it's called Angry IP, and it searches your network and will give you your IP address of your node. So we just type that in, and I know what it is, 192.168.0.104. And then we need 3 2s here, and then SSH selected, then click open, and then the login is nearly always root, the username, and then the password that you would have set when you made your node. Then you go enter, and we're in now. So now just go down into the simple USB. Run simple USB tune menu, which is number 12. Press enter. And this is our menu here. See if we can expand that a bit. So the important one is number 2. I told you about the settings. You've got I, high, and J USB invert. I didn't set any of the other ones. But to change the volume, we're going to press number 2 here, 2, and then enter. And so now when I press the minus, and we're just in the echo test on HubNet, thanks very much to the G7RPG, highly recommend his nodes. We just press the minus on our key here, press the minus, and we'll see how low our audio is. So here goes, M0FXB test. You can see that, do that again, M0FXB test. It's quite low down, isn't it? The arrows at the bottom there. So we're just going to press enter, and it's set at 400. So let's change it to 600. Okay, and then we'll do another test. So we just type 600, pressed enter. M0FXB test, M0FXB test. I would say that does seem still a bit low. Let's just have a listen. Yeah, and I did test it, and it's still saying it's low. So we'll again Press enter. Let's just make sure we've clicked on the box. And we'll go 750 this time. Enter. And now let's do another test. So I can hear, you can't, but I'm going to go M0FXB test. That definitely seems a lot higher. It now says perfect. Yeah, so that's perfect now. And so to save that, we're just going to go W, press enter again, and then W. And that should write it. Yeah, I had to press enter again, then W, then enter. There you are, it's written it now. And to exit the menu, we go 0. If you want the headphones to sound louder, type in 4. So we go 4, enter. Do that again. So 4, enter. And it's at 500. So if I turn that to say 650, enter. And that's going to make it louder in my headphones. And again, W. So there's lots of videos of people loading Allstar images. You use a program called Boolean Etcher to load it. Once you've got the image from HAMVOIP, I'll show you. Just scroll down here until you see it's quite low down, and you want the one that's image. There it is. So look for these 3 sections. You've got the XE at the top, the not recommended one here, but in the middle you've got Allstar image. Click that and then go to something like Boolean, which you can download, and you literally select the image. Now I'll put the links in to download. So you go flash from file, you'll select the file you've got from Allstar. The target will be your SD card that you've put into the PC, and then flash. It's that easy. But you do have to configure. And I find the best video for configuring isn't actually mine. I always use Radio Rev G5REV, because he goes through it step by step. He actually goes, this is part 3 for adding the SD card details that you need to log into the SD card. SSH, you have to use a program called WNSCP as well, which looks like this when it opens. I know it all seems confusing, but when you do it, you'll realize it's just patience. Yeah. And so you go in using PUTTY, like this is PUTTY what we're using here. You go in using WNCP, and then you put in all the parameters of your node, and you also have to get yourself a node number. So go here to Allstar link, and it's very clever. They give you a node number, but then you can divide it into 10 nodes. So you can see my headset is online now at 539017, and above where my mouse is your password that you're going to need to set up your node. So yeah, give it a go. You can buy these headsets for shop around £15. You can buy a Raspberry Pi 3B secondhand these days for £25 delivered. And then the SD cards are a £5 because you only really need 16 GB if you're using the original HAMVOIP. So give it a go. I'm going to see if I can call into someone now on HubNet. So what I'll do is I'll disconnect the test server by clicking disconnect, and I was going to show you that app as well, wasn't it? So I'm going to go 41522, which is the HubNet node number. I'll go connect. Now you can't hear it connecting. I'll see if I can plug it into a speaker so you can. So this is Node Remote. There is a setup to this. You need to put in your password, your node number, etc. But then you can use this. I can use this instead of using the PC, and it makes it so much easier. Here is my node, and you're listening actually to my other node. And I'm hearing this here. And I can speak, like I said, pressing the minus button. So I hope this helps you set one up. That's a very low cost way of creating a full Allstar node, and you can connect to thousands and thousands of links around the world. Thanks for watching my channel. And we're on HubNet at the moment. And to disconnect, I can, if you look at my app here by Matt from Tech Minds, I can just go disconnect. it goes silent. Okay, and there's a few presets there. Oh, it didn't disconnect. Maybe because someone's talking. Let's do it on the computer. Cool. I'm so silly. I realise now why it didn't disconnect. It did disconnect my headphone, but not my other node that I was listening to. So if I go HubNet now, I can now hear on my headphones the conversation that you were listening to. If I turn this up, and that's on my G7 RPG node, which is the one I recommend to everyone. Bye for now.